everyone, this is Laura. This is going to be our sequence to work on back bending. So we're going to start out down on the back. So rolling down, we'll just warm up the spine to start out with. So let's take the knees into the chest. Gently rock from side to side. And then let's circle the knees in one direction. Then we'll go around in the opposite direction. And then one more time. Knees into the centers, gently rock from side to side. Making sure that we warm up the back muscles before we go into our back bending. Okay, so our first back bend, we're going to come into a bridge pose. So setting the feet up before we come into bridge is really important to protect the knees. We want to start out with some space in between the bottom of the hips and the heels, and you want the feet hip distance apart. The ankle is right underneath the knee. We'll press into the hands and press into the feet. On your exhale, roll the hips back. Try to bring the top of the pelvis and the bottom of the rib cage together until you feel the lower back is flat, like you couldn't slide your fingers underneath. Then with an inhale, scoop the tailbone up toward the ceiling, lifting the hips up as high as you can. Now keep all the muscles in the thighs active, especially those inner thighs, so that the knees are protected. On our exhale, we're going to start from the top of the spine, one bone at a time, rolling down until the hips settle down onto the mat. Now once again, roll the hips back, lower back flattens. Inhale, reach from the tailbone, roll all the way up the spine until it's just the shoulder blades and the head that are resting onto the mat. And making sure that the head is right in the middle. You never want to turn your head from side to side when you're in a bridge. It'll put too much stress on the neck. Exhale, starting from the top, roll down the spine, getting that nice articulation in the vertebrae. Lifting up, starting with the tailbone, rolling all the way up to the shoulder blades. Exhale, releasing down. Let's do one more time like that. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, rolling down. Now we're going to add the arms in here. So inhale, lift from the tailbone, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Arms reach up toward the ceiling. Exhale as the spine rolls down. Arms sweep down toward the floor. Inhale, lifting the tailbone, rolling up. Exhale, release down. Letting the hips be the last thing to settle onto the mat. Let's do one more breath like that. Inhale to roll up. Exhale to roll down. Knees come into the chest. Gently rock from side to side, nice loose back. If you'd like, you can take that a little bit farther. Extend the legs up. Reach up through the heels. Keep the back of the legs long, and then sway the legs from side to side. While we're here, keep the upper body flat. Keep the shoulders grounded. Press the palms then into the mat for a little extra stability. Now back into the middle. Bend the knees. Drop soles of the feet down onto the mat. We're going to work on a back bend for the upper back. Because bridge we started with the lower back. What we're going to do is ground the elbows down into the mat. On your inhale, lift up through the chest and move back on the head a little bit. What we're trying to do is lift the upper back up off the mat. So just the elbows and the back of the head resting onto the mat. Nice deep breath, working on warming up the spine. Exhale, release down, pull the knees in. This time, let's lift the head up. Try to touch the forehead and the knees. Starting out using the arms to pull the legs in. And then we'll open the knees slightly, reach the arms out to the sides. Exhaling, draw the legs in. Releasing down. Now let's roll over to the side. Make our way up through sitting. We're going to come over into table. Starting with our classic move for spinal movement, our cat and cow stretch. On your exhale, round up into cat. Pull that belly button to the spine. Inhale. Here's our back bend. This is cow. We're dropping the belly down to the floor. Tailbone flips up. Chest lifts up. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Trying to focus on the movement in the hips. On our inhale, hips roll to the front, tailbone lifts. On our exhale, the tailbone scoops underneath as the hips roll back. Let's take two more cat and cow. Flattening out, finding a neutral back. We're going to take an inhale, send the right leg back. Inhale, lift that leg up, lift the chest up. Exhale, bow down, drop the elbows down. Inhale, press up, lift the heart. Exhale, curl that leg under for a little counter stretch in the back. So inhale, lift that leg up. To start out, we're in neutral. The spine and the leg are lined up. Inhale, lift, little back bend. Exhale, bow. Inhale, up. Exhale, counter stretch for the back. One more on this side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow. Lift the leg up a little higher as you come down. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to the forehead. Let's release the right leg down. We'll switch over to the left. Extend that leg out, starting with a straight back, and then inhale, back bend. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lift. And exhale, curl. Inhale, find the length. Lifting up into your back bend. Exhale, bow. Elbows straight back. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, curl. Inhale for length. Exhale, drop. Inhale the heart up. And exhale, scoop the abs in as you curl forward. Release that left knee down. Now, let's make our way down to the mat. Take an exhale, slowly lower yourself. We'll start out with our regular cobra. Inhale. Taking a low cobra, draw the shoulder blades back. Working on a back bend for the upper back. On your exhale, release down. Now, widening the hands, we're going to come up onto the fingertips. Tent the fingers. And then we're going to roll through our cobra. So it's an inhale, roll up through the spine. Exhale to roll down. Inhale, exhale. Some people find that this is better than holding their cobra. If they just roll in and out, it's more comfortable for the lower back. So if you like this version better, feel free to trade out regular cobra, like our static hold, for this kind of rolling. Now let's exhale. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Press yourself up through table. Exhale, walk back into child's pose. Get our counter stretch for the back. Working on curling the tailbone under here to get that rounding through the lower back. We're stretching the low back muscles. Now widen the hands about mat distance apart. We're going to take a nice low scoop to slide to the front of the mat for Cobra. So drag the chest in between the thumbs, stick the tailbone up to the ceiling, settle down onto the chest. Inhale, roll up into Cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. One more time like that. Inhale, push up through table. Find that neutral position in the spine. As you go back, curl the tailbone under. Scoop the abs, lengthen the lower back. Nice deep breaths here. Widen those hands to mat distance apart. Keep the chest nice and low. Make sure that the elbows bend back toward the body instead of sticking out to the sides as we slide to the front. Rolling up on your inhale. Exhale, release. One more Cobra. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, release. Now let's push up through table, making sure that your table is squared off. Hands under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going to come into balancing table. Right hand to the front and left leg back. Finding your length here, pulling in through the core. Now adding our back bend here. Reach the right hand back, hold on to the left foot. You want to try and grab the outside edge of that foot, the pinky toe. Now the way that we deepen our back bend is to push the foot back and feel how that draws our right shoulder blade back. Focus on the breath. This is a challenging place to keep our balance. Gently release that foot, lengthen out into balancing table. Exhale, release that side down. Let's switch. Left hand front, right leg back. Once you've found your balance, bend that right knee, reach the left hand back. Hold on to the pinky toe side of the foot so your thumb faces up toward the ceiling. When you're ready, push the foot back into the hand to pull the left shoulder blade back. We'll inhale, lengthen back out into balancing table. Exhale, release that side down. Now let's drop back into puppy pose. We're going to go halfway in between our down dog and our child's pose. The tailbone rolls up to the ceiling. Drop the forehead down toward the mat. Reach the arms out in front. While you're holding here, think about sinking the heart down toward the floor. We're working on getting an opening in the upper back. One more full breath here. Walk yourself back up into a table. Exhale, roll all the way back into child's pose. Okay, widening the hands. We're going to slide forward onto the belly. So nice and low. Knees, chest, and chin. Lengthen yourself out. Plant the hands back underneath the shoulders. Inhale, roll up into Cobra. Exhale, release. Now we're going to stretch the arms out in front. And we're going to take a back bend here. But this time we're going to bend the right knee, reach the right hand back. So we're working on the same side. You're going to hold on to the big toe side of that foot. With your inhale, pull the foot back to lift through the chest. And then there's our back bend. What we can do while we're holding here, you can either keep the left foot and the left hand pressing down, getting some support from that side, or if you'd like, try and lift that side up. Feeling the length through the left side of the body. Exhale, release the left side down, release the right side, drop the head. Take a deep resting breath in between. Now let's switch left hand to the left foot. Hold on to the big toe side of the foot this time. Use an inhale, pull the foot back to lift the chest. Now decide which variation that you like here. You can leave the right arm and the right leg down, or if you'd like, try and lift the right side up as well. One more inhale. On your exhale, release the right side. Release the left side. Let's pull the hands back underneath the shoulders. Press into the palms. Come up through table. Walk back into child's pose. Nice deep breaths here. Scoop that tailbone under. Widening the hands. We'll inhale, slide to the front. This time, take the hands underneath the head. We're going to work on our back bend for the lower back. Resting the forehead onto the palms. Take an inhale, lift the legs up. We can either stay just holding the legs up. If you want, you can open on the inhale, pull the feet together on your exhale. One more inhale here, lifting the legs up. Exhale, release. Wiggle the hips from side to side to keep the lower back loose. Now we'll take the arms back along the sides of the body. This time keep the legs relaxed. Inhale, lift the chest up, reach the fingers back. Just like we did with the legs, we can either keep the arms still, or if you'd like, inhale, open out to the sides, exhale, pull the center. One more breath like that. Dropping the head down. You can take the hands and make a little pillow. Wiggle the hips from side to side. Now, putting those two together, we're going to take an inhale, come up into our full boat. Lift the arms, lift the legs. Make sure that there's no strain in the breath here. You should feel like you have a nice smooth inhale and exhale. Focus on length here. Length through the fingers, length through the toes. Feeling every muscle down the back of your body working. On your exhale, release down. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Press yourself up through table. Make your way back into child's pose. Let's take an exhale. Walk the hands over to the right side. Sink your weight into the left hip. On your inhale, back through center. Exhaling, hands walk to the left side of the mat. Sink your weight into the right hip to deepen. And inhale through center. Let's walk ourselves up through sitting. Come into Virasana, hero pose. We'll start out taking the right foot up onto the mat. Line that foot up with the knee. We'll take the fingertips down onto the floor. Inhale, press the hips up. Lift the chest up. So you're going to feel a stretch through the left quad, through the front of that thigh. Exhale, release down. Let's switch sides. Pull the right foot back. Settle the left foot onto the mat. Inhale, send the hips up. Exhale, releasing down. Pull the left foot back. Now let's set ourselves up for camel pose. Come up onto the knees. We'll start out with a camel prep. Take the hands onto the lower back with the fingers facing down. Roll the shoulders back. Try to pull the elbows together. From here, what we do is take an inhale. Think about lifting the chest. Finding a comfortable spot for the head. If it bothers you to drop the head back, you can always keep the chin right in toward the chest. Inhaling, coming up. Now you can stay with that camel prep. If you want to deepen, you can roll the toes underneath. We're going to go straight back, reach the hands for the heels. Inhale, lift the chest up. Again, be mindful of the neck. You can drop the head back if that's comfortable. Otherwise, keep the chin in. On our inhale, we want to come straight forward. Make sure that you don't twist the spine as you come out of that. Now we'll work on a little flow to keep the back loose. Inhale, sweep the arms up. On your exhale, fold into child, take the arms back. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, sweep back. Nice and fluid with the breath. As you come up, think about rolling up through the spine. Get that articulation that we worked on in our bridge pose. Let's do one more here. Inhale, roll up, lengthen through the arms. Exhale, fold over into child's pose, keeping the arms back, holding here. Let's roll up to sitting. We're going to take the legs off to the side. Coming into mermaid pose. Let's start with the legs going over to the left side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, drop the left hand, right arm up over the head for a side bend. Inhale up to center. Exhale, drop the right forearm onto the mat, left arm up over the head. Making sure that you don't collapse into that shoulder, don't sink down. Keep yourself lifted, press into that forearm. Inhale up. One more time, over into our side bend. Inhale up. Now, I'm going to take the right hand, settle it behind the hips, fingers are facing away from you. Take an inhale, lift the hips up, open the left arm back. Take that little back bend here, opening the chest. Exhale, release the hips down. Now let's take the left leg out. So we're in Janu. Right hand comes behind the hips again. So we can come a little bit deeper into that back bend. Inhale, lift up onto the right shin and the left foot. That left arm is opening, pulling the shoulder back. Exhale, release down. Switch the legs over to the other side. Over into our mermaid. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, right arm down, left arm over the head for side bend. Inhaling up. Exhale, down to the left forearm. Right arm up over the head. Press into the left forearm. Lift up through that shoulder. Inhale up to center. Exhale, one more side bend over to the right. Inhale, come up. Now this time, exhale, release the arms. We'll set up for our back bend. Left hand comes behind the left hip. The fingers are facing away from you. Inhale, sweep the right arm up over the head. Lift the hips up. So we're up onto the shins. On your exhale, release down. And take the right leg out. Left sole of the foot is touching onto the right inner thigh. This is our Janu pose. Left hand is going to settle behind that left hip once again. Inhale, press the hips up to the ceiling. This time, you should come a little deeper into that back bend. You can either leave the top arm up over the head, you can open it back, turn the heart up toward the ceiling if that's comfortable. Exhale, releasing down, settling the hips onto the mat. Namaste.